The trio is back. Feels like it's been a minute, actually.
Did you already start the podcast?
This can be our pre-roll.
All right.
I'm drinking Perrier.
Welcome.
What's good, everybody?
For the third time.
What's good,
Harrison fucked up this the start of our FLEXCast 3 times in a row now. So, welcome back. You have Harrison, Steve, and I, and unfortunately, we are Ricardo-less. So you will not see the Zoom shots.
No
us.
extra camera.
Yeah. We're gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out more in the.
We'll sort it.
Automated. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I have to buy Harrison's other camera.
Oh, I mean, there's like remotes for cameras.
Yeah, well, that's what we did before. But Ricardo was doing that, and then also made sure that everything was still recording, and But I love Ricardo. He's great, and he and his wife had to move back to North Carolina. They had some stuff going on that they needed to take care of, so got to understand the priorities, and yeah, we'll miss him. But
we're gonna try to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, we survived before.
Yeah, I did when I was watching the last one. I was like, those shots. I like the secondary shot.
Exactly.
It's nice.
Yeah. And it adds a lot to I think the viewing experience. Obviously, for the Spotify and Apple Podcast listeners, thank you guys first of all. But it doesn't make a difference to them. Right?
Yeah.
So it's still the same podcast. But if you're watching it on YouTube, it is a much better experience, more immersive, and I think sometimes we sit with the wide shot when it makes sense. If the three of us are interacting, but if someone's telling a story, we go tight. It's good. I like it. It does require a lot more editing though. Like it takes me way longer.
And I'm a big podcast person. Like I listen to too many podcasts. That's what when I'm doing anything, I'm listening to a podcast. And
I listen to 0 podcasts.
I'm like 95% YouTube on the podcast. And there's 2 shows that I watch on Spotify because they're only on Spotify. But to me, it's a weirder experience. Like YouTube,
like Joe Rogan.
I don't even listen to Joe Rogan, honestly.
Oh, really?
I don't do much Joe Rogan.
Who's exclusive on Spotify that you listen
to? Keemstar and Banks, FaZe Banks. They have one. It's called Mom's Basement.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very good podcast, and I think it's a little underrated. I don't think it's shown up, but they have some good ones. And then Ben Baller.
Yeah, there's a British guy on that.
Yeah.
Right.
Ben Baller has one called Behind the Baller. It's just kind of like a low-key, very chill podcast. He talks about he's involved in the hobby, baseball cards, and he talks about sports, and he's very opinionated on who he believes in is like the best, and if not, fuck you. Like if you don't like he's a Seahawks fan. He's like Seahawks are the best fucking team. Yeah.
Wait, so you probably seen this, Harrison? Did Logan really got play? Like somebody gave him like a fake card or something?
Yeah. So there's a couple things with fakes going on, but Logan, he had a $2 million card. I can't remember if he said that he knew it was fake, like he got it. Or no, the kid sent it to him. He's like, I don't know if this is real or not. And then he got it. He's like, this is fake. And so he did a skit where he like ripped it apart and then punched through the window and actually cut his arm open. So, and then a world record setting first edition, box went live and sold for $375,000. They started opening it live on camera and it was fake. Like it'd been opened up already. Yeah, so the guy got screwed. And
that's not good.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Pokemon, today I went to my storage unit, found a couple first edition cards.
He showed me. It's in his truck. He's very excited.
Also, my Japanese Charizard, which I thought was worth like $300-400, and a PSA 10 selling for about $30,000. I've got one that's been in the case. It's probably a 9. It's at PSA. I should get it back.
Everyone overvalues their shit, though.
They do. But my one sold. So my exact card, I think mine's a 9. Pushing it to say it's a 10. I think it's a 9. A 9 sold this week for $3,500. Sold. So that's an actual on eBay. So
okay, it's probably a 6.
No. Mine? No.
He thinks his.
I sent it to.
Mine's a 9.
No, 9 is not good. 10, if I was like mine's a 10, then that's reaching. But I talked to a couple people who are into the card game, and they're like, yeah, that's a solid 9. If you think like 10, you're gonna get your hopes up. It's probably a 9. So I'll be happy with a 9. If it's an 8. Whatever. I'm not trying to sell it. I just want it graded because it's a cool experience. I also had to pay $200 to get it graded. They're making.
Damn.
I'm telling you, the amount of money that PSA is making, they're 9 to 10 weeks out on non-express orders. Each card, a minimum, is $75 to grade it. That's the beginning tier. There's 10 tiers. It goes up to, like, you see, you have a Charizard. It costs $2,000 to get graded.
It takes 3 months.
Well, no, mine actually. Mine was $200. I shipped it off on Tuesday last week. It's already been graded and it should be shipped back off Monday. So I will get it within 2 weeks. So that's not that bad. And you're paying for the case, the authentication. But I'm just saying, you know how much money they're making? And they've raised their prices 5 times in the past year because how popular it is. So they probably a day, if you think, let's say one person can grade 6 an hour, 6 cards an hour. Let's say it's an average of $200. How many people do they have grading? Do they have hundreds of people grading? They're probably doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a day.
I don't know.
Damn.
I know they have like a vault and it goes through a process and authentication and all that stuff. And yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. It sounds like a good business though. All right.
Oh, we got a big update.
Oh, we
What
do
is
have a
it?
big update.
Steve's got the GTR.
This is
Yeah.
no longer We can
That's
bring it
crazy.
back to the FlexCast now.
I know.
We
Hey,
cannot
that-
mess with Steve no
I
longer.
did not know I was gonna fall. Like I was nervous that I was not gonna fall in love with the car again. I fell in love with the car. all
So this is
over.
FlexCast 17.
17. Yeah,
Yeah.
it took 17 episodes. Mhm.
I mean, and before that too, you didn't have it.
Yeah,
So that's 17 episodes you didn't have it, and now
Hey.
we can't make fun of you for it.
I know.
Now we're rocking
It's
what,
fun.
900 wheel horsepower?
Yeah, it is too much fun.
How fast did you go last night?
It's still I'm still at 750 right now because of injectors, but man, it's fast.
Oh,
It's
750.
satisfying.
750 the wheels though. All-wheel drive is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it is. It grips and there's no delay. It's just a fun car.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
I'm glad you have it back.
Hey,
No,
we
but
gotta,
it's
been 17 episodes. Let's give a round of applause for Steve.
Round of applause for Steve. Hey, nice job.
No, one thing though,
What's next?
because no, I will
You
be
just
buying
told me
the
you
car
ordered
soon.
injectors.
Yeah, no, one thing though is like people always ask like, yo, should I get a GTR? Should I get this? Should I get that? My suggestion would be no. No, because I just realized like just to get the car up to where I like
How
or
much you
get
had to spend to
comfortable,
get
yeah,
there? Yeah.
it's not worth it. Like you might just go ahead if you want a Lambo, just go ahead and get that. Like the GTR, you have to spend Lambo price just to get it around the Lambo, like how fast a Lambo is and stuff like that.
So you're
But
saying you would have just bought a Lambo instead?
I did, but I returned it because I wasn't
yeah,
comfortable
but
with
now,
it.
But now,
Yeah, because
So-
I'm all in now. So
I'm a previous GTR owner as well. That's how Steve and I met, actually. I was
Yeah,
driving in
yeah.
Buckhead, and I
I'm not
saw
a, previous
a
GTR
black
owner.
GTR with the exact same rotiform wheels as
I know.
And so I drove past Steve, and I was
Look
like,
at
yo,
that
what
proper
up?
Grammar.
And I had seen
hear
Steve post.
Did you hear that? That was impressive.
I know, just for you.
Like
No,
right in
he
there.
I actually thought I might have said it wrong for a second because it came out. It felt weird coming out.
But then you have to finish the sentence like as
Yeah.
I do or as I have.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But I saw
Harrison gets a clap too.
I saw Steve, and I was like, yo, what up,
Standard
Steve?
day.
Because
Mhm.
I followed him on Instagram. And
What up, Steve? He's
and
like
I-
a fan.
Oh, you did?
Steve,
I
yeah,
didn't even
I followed
know.
your
Steve was
Instagram.
like, oh, this is another fucking fan.
Probably, but I had a GTR, so
didn't even
I'm not
know.
too much of like a fanboy because I had a GTR. But I didn't even know who you even were, whatever. And so I saw him. So I had a GTR to get it to even be remotely fun. I had an older one. So if you don't want to spend Lambo money, you buy an older one. But with the older one, it feels like an Altima on the inside.
Yeah, because I had
Weak
the older
interior.
one. I sold my older one.
Yeah, and so I spent about $10,000 on downpipes, tune, exhaust. A GTR, especially the older ones from the factory, are so quiet. It's insane how quiet it
Extremely
is.
Quiet. That was the first thing I did.
It's insanely quiet. And so I did the exhaust, downpipes, whatever,
Same
and
with my
tune.
Ferrari.
And then it's like, where do you go from there? There's dudes building 3,000 horsepower GTRs. Like, you got to commit or you got to commit.
yeah.
And so-
you
but-
got to be all in.
See, when I bought one, a Lambo wasn't even in the same price range because I spent $75 on my car, 10 can upgrades, $85 in. You're not even in you're not even Gallardo land at that
Mhm.
point. So it's like that wasn't even a thought process of mine. But when you go to the newer ones, you're spending $100 plus. Then you're going,
That's so much for a fucking Nissan. Though.
I know. It's
it's
a
the
fun
supercar
car.
killer. That's why
Yeah.
people buy
I
it.
agree, but it's like
It's not a supercar killer until you spend that amount of
it's
money.
the
though.
nerd car if you don't have any panache. I don't know. Like
You gotta have it. Gotta be like
you're
somebody.
an Android user if you fucking buy. I'm gonna tell you
I
that
can
right
see
now.
that.
You're a fucking.
I can
Android
see that.
user.
Yeah. You're
'Cause
like,
that's a lot of
and
miles.
you-
Yeah.
you're like, oh, Android's better than PC. It does all this better. It
Yeah.
does this better.
It's so much.
Or
more
Android's
infinite.
better than iPhone, and the Lambo's the iPhone,
Yeah.
top of the
Oh,
line.
Lambo
my God.
Ferrari.
Yes,
an
it is.
exotic is gonna
Yes.
be an iPhone at this point.
I've also learned, like you said, the Huracan wasn't comfortable.
Mm-mm.
I now have. So I've owned my car 2 months now.
Mm-hmm.
I have realized why people don't daily drive them. And when I had my R8, I daily drove it. It was
fun.
so easy, like getting in and out, whatever. I threw a muscle on my neck driving my Lambo so much.
Oh my!
Like I know why people don't do it.
I know
like,
you're not supposed to laugh, but damn.
It's
I mean,
no,
it's
it's
kinda funny.
stupid. Like I was like I barely drove the car for 2 weeks because I literally pulled a muscle on my neck because the blind spot is so bad, and I drove it for 5 days straight, everywhere I went, and like looking and trying to make sure nobody's coming or whatever.
The visibility
in
stuff,
in the
yeah.
city, like if you're on the highway, you can just step on it and go around. But like the visibility is terrible, and getting in and out of it is even harder than my R8. Weirdly, so like I now realize like I could see the comfort thing. It's like now to me, it's like when I'm driving it, it's more of it's like I know what I'm getting into. It's like not a special occasion kind of, but not really. Like I feel like I have to like have I don't want to just take it to Barnes and Noble, but sometimes I do. So.
So there's that. Either way.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see where I 100% can see where people would be like, this is uncomfortable, but I also think that comes with a Lamborghini. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
supposed
Well,
to
when I
be.
had the Aventador, I had it for just shy of 2 months.
It's a different beast.
It is. The seating, because I had the Huracan for a little while too. I had one. I had Nafisa, gave me his Huracan, trying to convince me to buy that one, but a Huracan in general. And I've driven a bunch of them, but owning it is definitely different from having it every day, that type of thing. But the seating in an Aventador is much more comfortable to me. Like where my legs are, all that stuff, it's much more comfortable. However, the practicality of using it, like looking back and getting out, is much worse. Yeah. So, I actually would still prefer the Aventador over the Huracan for comfort. I actually do. For daily drivability, the Aventador is stupid. It's absolutely dumb. And I tried it. It was terrible.
This is why I'm stuck with Nissan.
But now I'm a gentleman. I'm a Ferrari owner.
Yeah, I
so.
know, that's crazy. No,
I got my Ferrari back today. I got I put some yellow highlights on it. Got the tint, and it now just needs an exhaust like the stock GTRs. It absolutely needs an exhaust.
You do.
We're waiting on a wrap. Maybe we'll get Steve in there.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys know any rap guys, tell them to throw their hat in the ring, or if you're a rap shop guy or gal
with experience with exotic cars.
Right, you need to have experience with exotics. Yeah, that asterisk is important because we've had a bunch of folks say, "Hey, I'll do it," and I was like, "Okay, you've mostly worked on Dodge Neons, so
oh my god,
not ideal because you have to take apart parts of these cars.
Yes,
so you've got to know your shit there." Now and then we if we have to organize like a shop that we know locally to take it apart for you and then you wrap it, it's just more of a pain in the ass. But Harry and I have talked to a few already. We're trying to narrow it down, but we're still undecided. Also, we're undecided on the color. We still keep going back and forth on the color. Where are you leading at this very moment right now?
Nowhere.
Damn. So you guys back to square one like me.
We are. Like I was leaning khaki, and then I saw photos of it on a Huracan, and I was just like, doesn't do it.
I think I'm still leaning turquoise.
If I had to lean towards the color, it'd be the original green, the gloss army
super
green.
gloss green.
Gloss army green, yeah.
The Mamba super gloss.
No. Gloss army green.
The
one
original
on the 720.
I see what's wrong there.
So that's where
the RDB 720.
Yeah. That's where if I had to pick, the thing that's making it hard is like Huracans don't look as good wrapped as like when I see the same car in a Aventador or a 720, it's a lot more different looking of a car, more aggressive, so it looks better on it. And so when I finally find it in a Huracan, the nose of the Huracan is so flat.
Yeah.
And so like I think when you have a crazy color, I feel like you have to have accent on the hood, like the 1016 hood where it has carbon.
Yeah, I love that.
It's different. So I think the color it has to be right. Like the color has to be the right color.
You know what? Didn't you say you were gonna wrap your GTR now? You have it.
I'm thinking
With GTA
twice,
6.
Yeah. That's for sure. That's what I was thinking
that's
about.
in a year, dude.
That's in a year or so.
And you can,
let's make this interesting. Let's all three do the wrap.
that's what we were talking about. You can still put like you could.
No, you're saying that you were going to join us?
I mean, I'm thinking about it.
No, I mean as in the same color. No, as in the same color.
If it's crazy bright, like you guys thinking.
Well, you know me. I'm low key. Like I'm not.
And I like
Hoss.
super bright.
So we're trying to find a middle ground here. That's what.
Maybe you're the middle ground.
Yeah, I'm trying to like not too crazy because
Also,
I like how
baby
all
blue would
black
not
right
look
now.
right on that.
Yeah.
I don't want baby blue.
That blue is like a baby blue.
The turquoise?
Yeah, it's like a
First of all, it's
bright
turquoise.
turquoise
It's turquoise.
blue.
No, it's like a.
It look good on the
People
GTR.
talk about it like it's a Tiffany blue, but it's not Tiffany blue technically. But it's kind of.
I
like
feel
that.
like for that kind of color, you have to have like a wide body and a big wing.
Big wing.
Yeah.
I feel like that, like, because when you see cars that are like Liberty Walk, they look crazy, and
I
the
know.
body of the car is crazy, so it makes it work.
Even yeah.
But that's why, like, I'm not like hard picking a color because I don't know yet, obviously, and then I'm like, I don't mind the black for now, and I've only had it 2 months, so I'm like,
So what do you think then, Steve?
I mean, I've been.
What colors are you
I
leaning
might
towards?
stick to the black for now if you guys not going for something like low key. But
So basically, you're saying it depends on the color. If you'll join
Yeah.
us.
see, and the hard part is like I want to keep orange, and so finding accented colors to orange is difficult.
And I just want an accent color, and I can go orange, I can go yellow, I can go red. I think yellow actually looks really good on the colors that I'm leaning towards, like the turquoise. And then my yellow highlights on the silver right now.
I mean, the way you drive that Ferrari, you sure you want to go yellow?
I mean, I drive an orange Rolls Royce the same way. So
Yeah, but it's not like loud and.
Yeah.
well, neither is mine yet. It's not
But when
loud
it is
either.
straight piped, and the
Yeah.
cops
When it-
have a
when it
reason to
gets
pull
there,
you over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess we'll see. It depends on what we all can agree on as a color.
I don't know. It's tough.
He doesn't want to move on it.
I don't,
He's
because
like,
I don't know
"Yeah."
yet. Like, the wrap company we're looking at, they don't have too many options. It's pretty limited when you think of a wrap
There's
company.
A lot of wrap shops say, "Hey, we only work with these films," and so they limit the colors, right?
Gotcha.
And so it depends on who we're talking to when we are limited colors.
I can never say Innositech,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3M and Avery. Those are like the three that most people use.
And there's a local film company called Hexus, and they volunteer to give their materials free, but they have to have we have to have a certain installer who's trained in their wrap stuff.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. We'll see. It's an ongoing conversation. But if anybody out there has any ideas, tell them to shoot it our way. Happy to entertain any
I see.
options. And imagine that if the three of us can agree on a color,
Nah, that would be crazy.
that would be nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, my car is in the shop. It's at Lamborghini Atlanta or Motor Cars of Atlanta.
I
Just
saw.
exotic things.
Yeah, he
Nice.
couldn't turn his car off or on.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
Yeah,
He couldn't turn it off.
I was at a coffee
I mean, I
shop
saw you
and it
say
wouldn't
that,
turn
but
off.
I thought you were playing.
No, it wouldn't turn off.
Oh shoot.
So the only way to turn it off, I had to disconnect the battery, and then I'll reconnect the battery and it would start. But then once I turn it off again, the same thing would happen.
Disconnect the battery.
So I drove it
Reconnect
straight to Lamborghini Atlanta, and I was like, "This is the first weekend I was driving it. It's perfectly low now. The wheels, the exhaust is all good. Caffeine and octanes tomorrow, and then
And then he can't drive his own
Boom.
car.
so then Haas is letting me borrow the Rolls for a day. Thankfully, great friend.
Friends that let friends drive non-exotics.
That's
I was like, I'm gonna show up to the caffeine octane in my Range Rover. Like it's weak.
Just don't show up.
Yeah, no, I'm just sleep in at that point.
Yeah. Well, as it stands, if he's leaning towards that green, and I'm like, meh, would you do that green?
I mean, yeah, if
You know
it
what
looked
I'm
good.
talking- do you want-
yeah, I seen it.
That would look good on that car.
Yeah.
It would look good on that car with black accents, gloss black accents.
And you could
we-
still
I
do
would
that.
leave
in-
like the top all black.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you have
Because you
orange.
do the green and the black, basically. You do green and orange.
Yeah, and he has copper accents because the interior. So he
Yeah.
could still do that because I'm doing orange and then you do yellow. So it'd still be different. Copper.
Yeah. Could be interesting.
We should do some photoshops. The hardest part about it is photoshopping a black car is impossible. Like if it was
The lighting's
yellow,
very hard.
if it was yellow, we could Photoshop it and change it to that green in a heartbeat.
Easy.
But like, and we could do that for yours because your car doesn't have like any, like you don't have wheels and stuff yet. But like for our cars, it's a like
All
I want to
black.
see what it's gonna look like with my specific wheels and calipers,
yeah.
not like just some other
Generic
stock
stuff like
Huracan.
mine.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
stock car.
Mine's not going to be stock. I mean, it looks non-stock so far, but just because it just look.
We're gonna plastic dip his wheels tonight.
We're not plastic dipping. I've plastic dipped so many wheels. And the last time I plastic dipped was 15 years ago. I'm not doing that again.
Damn.
I did that with my first car.
I bet you did.
No,
I bet we
second-
all did with like our first cars.
I was 17 and I got overspray all over the side of my car. And I was 17 and my dad walked
Well, you
out.
didn't take
and
them
was like,
off?
What are you doing?
You didn't take them off?
No, back in the day they used to teach the dip your car, the YouTube.
Yeah.
They teach you take a plastic bag and you wrap it around the brake, and then you spray it on as it is,
Yeah.
Oh.
and then you just peel it off the tire. And I did that, but I didn't. I just like sprayed and it got all over the side of the car.
Oh
You have to
my
get that-
god.
Like
Goo
film
gone.
remove. Yeah.
Yeah.
my dad came out and saw me doing. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like,
Making my car look worse.
"You're gonna ruin your car." And I'm like, "No, the wheels are good." He's like, "Take that shit off." I'm like, "No, I just did it." I was like, "Come on."
Wait, he told you to take it off?
Yeah, he did. He's like, "Take that shit off." I was like, "He's like, you just ruined your car." It's like, "What's the point of doing that?" I was like, "The black wheels are good, right?" He's like, "Yeah, but you got spray paint all over the side of the fucking car." 17-year-old me being in my Ford Fusion.
That wasn't that long ago.
Oh damn.
8 years. Hey man, I'm happy being young. As each day goes by, I'm glad how young I am.
I agree. I think I'm young too. I mean, 36 isn't old.
Yeah, we ain't that young.
Steve's like, nah, we're not that young. I think we are, Steve.
I'm pre-30s. I'm good. I'm mid-20s. I'm
All that's made up. Any milestone is just an arbitrary
in my
thing.
brain. I act 40, so
You act 80 in your brain.
Yeah,
I do.
You are
Your
very
bedtime is for
responsible for your
97-year-olds.
age.
I went to bed at midnight last night because guess what? Podcast. I had another intruder.
Yep.
Yeah,
2
that's
podcasts
crazy.
ago, we had a live burglary, and last night, another person. What were they opened your? Was that the power
So-
breaker?
I went down this morning. There's no buttons. There's no switches. It's just like a panel that I don't know exactly what it's for because it's like a panel of something, but there's no labeling. There's no buttons, and they were just fucking around with touching it.
Yeah, they opened this panel against his house, and his camera caught it. They're just messing with it. So Harry was like, "What the fuck?"
And so the problem, like exactly what happened when we were doing the last podcast, is for me when I see something is on my back patio, I get a notification, I press it. By the time it actually loads live, it's like 15 to 20 seconds later, and they're gone.
Oh.
That's what happened there. And so last night, as I see it, by the time it pulled up, he was like fucking with it, and I go to that side of the house because I'm on the top floor, and he's gone because it's so delayed. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? And so then I'm like going on my computer to pull up the cameras, and then he comes back around. And so by the time I see him walk back around, I like slam on the window because I couldn't get on the button to get on the mic on the cameras. It takes forever to load
Yeah,
it. And
it
I'm
does,
like,
it does.
what is the fucking point of having all these features to know if somebody's there if I can't access it quick enough to do anything? So I think
that type of feature is like to talk to people who are at your door, not
Yeah.
like burglars. Like, hey, burglar, what's going on?
I think there's obviously ways of protecting your home which are necessary, but I think the next step, an easier step before going too aggressive, because I literally texted Nick, I sent the video, I was like, I need to hit Martin's today with you, which is his family's, the gun shop that they're very familiar with, but a paintball gun might be something like paintball with
It's
pepper in it.
non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
Yeah.
And then if like the cops show up, it'd be like, look for the guy with the fucking paint all over him. Like
That's
the
not,
guy
that's not
who's
a bad idea.
You should get
Splattered
glow-in-the-dark paintballs,
literally just like do. That'll scare the shit out of him.
Yeah,
It
what
might
if-
make him more aggressive, and then you have to.
and then he pulls a gun, and then you're like, oh shit.
But then I have the next level of protection as
You have it
well.
on you.
So like I got both, but first we'll try to make
Warning
this.
shots. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to make this. We'll make this safe. Make it to where no crazy situations are happening. Scare the neighbors, and then if it escalates, and it escalates. But
Gotcha.
I have no regard for the personal safety of a burglar at my house, so
Yeah.
I'm not doing paintballs. I'm doing Full Metal Jacket shells.
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness.
So that's just me.
I will
Anyway.
I'll be firing from the top floor.
NATO rounds in you, through you. That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
I just don't want to be in that situation where I have to fucking.
Yeah.
big. God, I don't wanna shoot
Well,
you.
so
It's the
yeah,
worst.
if
Fucking
that
leave.
situation happens, like I will be arrested, and I'm okay with it. But that's what will happen.
And you've experienced more where you have no regard for any of that situation.
don't.
So
I don't. But I'm not saying you have to. I'm
Yeah.
just, it's just we have.
no, that's why
No,
I'm
I
coming up
dealt
with
with so
I'm trying to
many
come up with
times.
solutions so that
It's the fits your current perspective.
because like let's say I shoot the guy. This is get demonetized. I shoot him in the leg, and he's like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I'll be like, "What the fuck you doing?" Like,
Speaking of, by the way, let's change the subject. We're
Yeah.
about to be monetized.
Okay.
Let's
let's go.
Let's go.
Yay! FLEXCAST!
Let's go. That is a loud helicopter.
That's a
by the
very
way.
loud. That's a huge.
What is that?
Something's
That look
happening.
military.
That is military. That's from Andrews or Dobbins Air Force Base.
Is it the one over on by 285?
Yeah.
I
Marietta?
used to work over there, and on Global Imports BMW, and it's right on. I'd be on the top of the
Shout out
deck,
Global Imports.
and I used to see AC-130s just flying over all the time. I'm like, that is
C-130s
crazy.
are these giant planes that like cargo planes.
Yeah.
Like in
Massive.
Fast
They're also
and-
very loud. Yeah, Fast and
Fast and Furious when they all jump out of it. They jump the cars out of them.
No, if you play any military game, you know what a C-130 is for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Modern
That's
Warfare
true.
2.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what we all jump out of
Mhm.
for Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys been playing video games? Well, Steve.
I
Outside
play
of work.
video game every. Actually, no, I haven't.
No, nothing new. What about you?
Me neither.
No.
I got a Switch.
He
Bring
picked
it
up
back.
something out of his storage unit today. The what was it? The Game Boy, the Switch.
Oh yeah. Is a Game Boy SP.
Yeah, that's
they
what it
came
is.
out, I believe, in like 2002.
And it's been in
1,
storage
2?
since what year?
It's been in
Oh.
storage for about probably 6-7 years now.
Okay, and he got it today, and he turned it on, and it
Still work.
still works.
Yeah.
Had Game Boy or it had Pokemon Sapphire in it. I literally flipped the switch and it turned on.
So, but how does the battery stay good? Like my iPhone
7
battery, if I
years.
don't use it,
For
like
real?
dies.
7 years. I
Yeah.
haven't charged it or nothing. I haven't touched the
I
thing.
got rechargeable batteries.
I mean, as long as they
that die
melt,
over
I
time
feel like
if you don't use
yeah.
them.
But it'll just
don't
naturally
understand.
just slowly drain.
That's
Like
amazing.
if you don't use an
Yeah.
iPhone, it'll die.
That's amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Or but even rechargeable batteries that you charge and you leave them, which is theoretically what that is, rechargeable
Yeah.
battery, right? You charge them, you leave them. After about a couple years, like a lot of them die off.
Yeah.
But that's impressive.
What was the I forgot the name of it. It was like a PlayStation PSP.
Yep.
Those
are cool.
Oh my! I think they were way before their time.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember I feel like that's like that was like the first Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting a Game Boy for Christmas, and I was ecstatic. That was more my level. I mean, age
Game Boy original.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I-
I mean, there was no personal gaming before that, really.
Yeah.
Other than like,
was it the gray one or when it came out with multicolor?
No, there's no colors. It was
It was
Yeah,
gray
that's the
white.
first.
Oh, yeah.
whitish
Yeah, that's
gray,
like the first one.
with like a gray back, but the front was like whitish.
Oh, so that was the Game Boy, and then the Game Boy Color is
yeah, I've no
way
idea.
after, yeah.
I don't know Game Boy. Color.
I know the original Game
Yeah,
Boy.
and
you're
then
talking
remember
about.
when the Game Gear,
Yeah,
the Sega one,
Mhm.
that
that
one
was huge.
That was
That
before
was
its
huge.
time.
Yeah,
Back then. So I had a Game Gear and a Game Boy. And I love that Game Gear.
yeah.
I remember going to Ben and Jerry's, and they had a Sega in there,
Sega.
and I would
Mortal
like go
Kombat.
get ice cream and play Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
at the place.
Mortal Kombat was so good. on
and it
Sega.
was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so fun. Like I literally would go there. That was a good game. I got
I bought
the
the
new one.
Mortal Kombat 11.
11,
whatever it
yeah.
is. It's at the lake. I played it once and I haven't touched it.
it's
No,
like
it's not the same.
it's not, and you have to play with other people and like
They're putting cool stuff like downloadable content, like this. Rambo is now in it, and there was a Terminator. Like something
trying to be like
that. So it's like
Fortnite.
okay, cool, but
I feel like when
Eh.
you're a kid with your cousins or your brother
Yeah,
and
you stay
you're
up all night
playing
and you
each
play-
other, that's
it's exactly
That
what we
was
did.
different.
With my cousins, like
Yeah.
family got together and we just sat
Exactly.
there and
Did you
played
guys
all
ever
night.
play Ninja Braden?
Ninja
Gaiden, that's what it is.
I
yeah.
don't think
I
so.
didn't love Ninja Gaiden.
What?
Yeah, I didn't love it.
spent so much.
It's one of those levels games where you walk through and you kill.
Yeah,
you
it's the
punch
song.
guys.
I guess because I spent so much hours on it, the music was like my thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure some of you subscribers know exactly what I'm talking about. But man, that game bring back memories.
I think the best gaming music is definitely Zelda, like by far.
yeah.
For Nintendo.
I don't play Zelda. But
I mean, early
For Nintendo,
stuff,
yeah,
early
yeah,
stuff. Like
yeah.
okay, MIDI form,
Yeah.
music. Right?
listening to my brother playing Zelda got me into it. I don't play it, but I just know the songs.
Yeah.
And then what else was iconic? Well, Tetris had
Tetris is good.
good
Super
songs.
Mario, of course.
Ding 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 ding.
Stuff like that.
Remember,
You
keep
guys
going.
play. We talked about N64 before. Goldfinger sticks out to me.
Goldfinger was like the best FPS, like the one for sure. But before that,
Rest in peace to the original James Bond.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? He died today.
who did?
The original James Bond.
Today?
Which there were? You mean like the first?
The first ever one.
Who was the first one? Roger Moore.
He's 90. He died at 90.
I forget.
I forget his name. I saw it today too.
There were like,
But-
wow,
I don't even
really?
know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Rest in peace. Damn.
Yep.
A lot of people dying.
Crazy. I think it's just because social media, you see it more.
You see it, yeah.
Whereas 40 years ago, you'd wait for the paper come out. And
I know. A couple weeks later.
what were you saying?
I don't
know. Golden Finger.
Goldfinger.
What about
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye? Did you guys
GoldenEye.
play GoldenEye?
Goldfinger
yeah.
was the Bond. That's how we got there.
Yeah.
GoldenEye, Goldfinger. Yeah.
Those are such good games.
They were
They
very
are.
good games.
Hours.
Oh my God.
Oh, I was talking about soundtracks.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you remember Super Contra on Nintendo?
No, I didn't even play that.
And then all the Konami games had the same codes.
Yeah.
Up, down, left, right, left, right, select, start.
I've seen it. I
The
just
BA
never
select
played
start,
it.
A, B, select, start, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Konami. Whatever happened to Konami?
Need for Speed Underground 2 was my favorite PS2 game.
Yes.
They're
My favorite
remastering it.
Let's see, I didn't really play PS2. Wow. For Sega, my favorite game was Road Rash. It's the motorcycle racing game that you could beat people while you're. I love that game.
Crazy Taxi was one of mine when Dreamcast came out.
Dreamcast. I have a Dreamcast, but I rarely.
I still have it.
It was terrible. The load times were awful. Oh my God! You know what was better than Dreamcast? Before that was Sega CD. Remember Sega CD? It was an add-on. It was 32-bit add-on to your Sega system, and it was incredible.
It was good.
It was really good. It was better than the Dreamcast, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember going to CVS and buying PlayStation 1 games at CVS. I'd like motocross games and shit.
By the way, I have a really weird combo going on. I am drinking ginger ale,
Not
And a
alcohol,
cigar.
smoking a
surprising.
cigar, and having peanut butter crackers.
Oh, you hungry?
Got a
You
Perrier.
hungry.
He's got a Sprite. We're going light tonight.
I know.
It's you know what?
Halloween.
It is. Oh,
I got
we
a
haven't
party
talked about it.
tonight, so I'm
It's
like,
Halloween. So what's happening tonight?
I mean, my cousin invited me to the club. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Like, you want to go to the
I'm
Halloween
down.
club party?
I have no fucking way. to go to a club.
Because I have to go to bed in an
It's not about the bed. I don't try to go to touch shoulders with people in a fucking club.
Look, first of all, so I went out last night to meet up with some friends, and I realized how old I really am. Not because I'm age-wise. I'm just like, this fucking sucks. Like, I want to, like, parking was like $40. It's like, really?
Yeah.
As you pull up
add
in Rolls Royce,
up.
you're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And exactly.
I'm not paying that.
It's I was ridiculous. I moved 3 times. I was like, fuck this. And then like, okay, so you pay that much for parking. You go there. They want to charge a cover. I'm like, really? I was like, let me look up who owns this place. Oh, yeah, it's my buddy. I texted him. I was like, I don't want to fucking pay. He's like, I'll let him through. But then you get through, and there's hundreds of people, like, sweating and disgusting. And I have a very sensitive, olfactory system, so I smell everything. And I don't want to, like, go. People stepping on your shoes, and they're, like, running into you. It's like, what about this is enjoyable at all? It's super loud. I'm standing there next to somebody with a friend, and I can't hear them. Like, they're talking right here, 3 inches away, and I can't hear them. So it's I don't know. I'm just an old man.
What club did you go to? Oh, it was a bar club.
Johnny's Hideaway.
I stopped at a few. Actually, Johnny's was.
You ain't eating that.
Fuck.
Yeah, you got some hash on
Yeah,
it.
that was damn it.
Oh man.
Johnny's
Yeah,
Hideaway
I
is
might
kind of
know
like the
Johnny's
classic.
was packed. Johnny's is great.
Johnny's is
If you want to
always packed.
dance, and it's people of all sorts, by the way, from age 18 to 88.
70.
Yeah, they're there, and it's a good time. Cheap, booze. It's not expensive. Really, they don't have any notions of grandeur.
Tongue and Groove is
they're-
kind of like
yeah,
it's a
the new
decent vibe.
TNG and Red Martini. So I stopped by.
I haven't been there in like a year.
Yeah, me either. Well, this is the first time I went in years. And there was a private party over at Biltong Bar that I stopped by, and some guy recognized me.
I wonder if he recognized you from my videos or from yours.
I don't know, but he's DM'd me though on Instagram before. Nice guy. I think Buckhead Mobile Detailing or something like that. But I was like, yeah, I have a guy who does my detail. But he DM'd me a few times. He's like, hey man, I DM you like every other day. And I was like, oh, thanks. But he was really nice, and he was like, come on in. But yeah, I'm old, is what I'm saying.
I've used some connections to get into.
Yeah,
some
I don't
places.
wait in line. I never.
So where is this at?
It's so many places.
No. Where's that tonight?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like we're
Wait,
gonna hit up multiple places.
You're gonna go like club
That's how-
hopping?
Yeah, this is what we do.
COVID hopping.
Yeah, it really is COVID hopping. Exactly. You walk in there in the age of COVID, and there's all these people breathing the same air.
That's why I barely go out.
That's
but
why I'm having a wine night with Sophie tonight and handing out candy.
Well, I'm torn because I want to go and hang out with my friends and have fun. At the same time, I don't like most people. And I hate crowds. You guys know this. I hate crowds. And they're like, "Oh yeah, cool. Let's every once in a while we'll go out in crowds." Like I hate that.
Yeah,
I really
see.
dislike it. So I don't know. I'm a little torn.
I actually left a bunch of I left a basket full of candy in front of my door because I was like, I'm not gonna be home. So if they decide to pass by, I hope it's not one person.
Someone's
That's
gonna
a-
dump the whole thing.
Yeah, I hope it's
That's
not
what
one
you
person
wish.
that
It's
just
like-
dumped the whole thing.
They're gonna do
though.
that. All right. Well, we'll talk about that when we come back for the break. You gonna get a piece, Steve?
No. Harrison
first
P.
time.
break.
So, what were you saying, Steve, about
No,
tonight?
I mean we're gonna bar hop, but one thing I realized
Club hop or
is
bar hop?
club bar.
You're not really a
everything.
bar guy.
No.
Nah.
What Steve said, I'm going out. We know what he means.
Yeah, exactly. We know exactly.
No,
what
we
Steve
do
means.
like the regular clubs too. But everybody, everybody's in Atlanta right now. You name it, everybody's in Atlanta.
Why? What for?
Because everywhere else is closed. New York is back to they closing down New York all over.
London.
It's not exactly a good thing.
It's gonna, and that probably it means it's gonna be worse here, and
Yeah,
we're probably gonna
it's-
shut down again soon. Then
I hope not. I mean, the case that we have.
I
Going
wouldn't
up.
be surprised. but
Yeah.
I hope not as well. I'm gonna wear my hoodie like Harrison style. I don't think this works. That this hood's too big.
it's specific hoodies have. It's like a, and if that's why
This looks
if
stupid.
if the hoodie is good, I'll wear it. But if it's not, I don't wear a hood.
Yeah.
This is my favorite time of the year because I can drive with my hood up. Oh, I love it.
You look like when you were driving my Rolls with your hood up. You had a black hood and the black face mask.
Oh my god!
You look
like
a
about
drug
to go
dealer. I was
mob
like,
somebody.
"Jeez." I was like, that guy. I don't know, man. I was kind of afraid of you. I was like, oh, I know that guy.
Just mobbing. I don't wear the mask in the car though anymore.
Anymore.
I did at first. We didn't know how this shit worked.
I mean, we knew if you were in a car by yourself, you'd be fine.
Not at the very first initial,
Yes.
but also was with Nick and
That's different. If you had someone, in the car with you. So you're gonna go club hopping tonight, and
just keep honing in on it.
yeah,
I
I'm
know,
very,
right?
very interested in this.
So
No,
Steve,
that's
you're
it.
going club hopping.
No, but I forgot to ask that question. So like, who is coming with? How many people are going with you, or just you and a couple guys, or what?
Me and a couple guys. So it's usually my cousin and a couple other friends.
But like,
That's
if
it.
if you go and you pay for parking and you pay for
No, we don't pay for those. We don't pay for those. No.
Oh, excuse me.
Toss,
We
you just
don't.
said you don't pay for that.
Yeah.
Well, I happen to know the guy who owned the place, but I would have had to if I didn't happen to know the guy. I had to pay for parking.
Have you mainly the places that I've.
So you only go to places that you don't have to pay for parking. Oh, okay. That narrows it down.
Yeah.
So and why don't you have to pay for parking or
I
cover?
mean, we know the people. We
Okay,
know the
you just know the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, we cover. We make
'Cause you're there
donation
every
when we
week.
need to. Yeah.
You make deposits.
Yeah.
like when we were in Florida and we pulled up to that fucking dive
Oh
shit
my
bar
God.
and parked the rolls out
Harry hates
front.
every place we went to in Florida. By the way,
I think that's where we got sick from. Other than me getting sick the first day, but
Florida. I don't think there's anywhere on. No, we went with Nick. That place was good. That was fine, but it's
So-
because there's a
Where we
normal
brought the
fucking
fish? Where we
restaurant.
brought
the
the fish?
restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah, so it doesn't count because we brought the fish that they had caught.
You know, it's been like almost 4.5 months since
Yeah,
we were in
that's
Florida.
crazy.
It's
It
insane.
doesn't
I
feel
know.
like it.
It feels like it's been
right?
like 2 months.
2 months.
Was
That's
it
exactly what I
Destin?
say.
I-
We were-
Huh?
We were in Destin.
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. I feel like I lived in my house for 2 years. I moved in a week after we got back from Florida.
Oh man, and you're already wanting to leave. I mean, I don't
And that-
blame you. I'm not.
That was
Hey,
also the
turn
bill
it into
that
a
I got
rental
hit
property,
with
whatever.
too.
Huh?
Remember, that was the bill that I got hit with when we ate the fish.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's when you lost. The
Yeah, I lost to the biggest bill. I was like, damn.
I don't even remember. I didn't even check how much I spent that weekend. We
I
didn't
didn't- yeah.
spend on like much else. Like we weren't like going and
No, but we saved so much on this trip. Like
Yeah, it
most
wasn't-
trips
It was
that
not
I
an
usually
expensive trip at all.
at
No.
all, and we
probably
drove down
combined
there
spent like $4,000
Yeah.
on everything.
I was gonna say I think we probably
all together.
paid
though.
about like
Yeah.
yeah,
$1,200 to $1,500 each. So yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, $4,500
Because we bought the most expensive Airbnb in Florida
It
2 days
wasn't
before,
Crazy.
and it was not expensive. It was a house on the water. It was $500 a night,
it was great.
which
I love that place.
but like most of the other places are like $150 a night, but they're
Mhm.
just not
No, that was
typical
decent
Florida.
it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I have fun.
And we went paddleboarding.
That was
Yes,
fun.
we did. Yeah,
That was fun. We got Steve out there. He was like, "Nah."
that
I'm
was
not
my
doing
first
it.
time too.
And then after we got out there, when we saw these jellyfish and were coming in, I was like, "Oh,
let's get out of here.
we're about to get stung!" Like we saw
Hell
a
no.
bunch.
I
After.
know, I
Like we
know.
didn't see it then when we were out there, but afterwards there was a ton of.
I have
jellyfish.
vlog footage from that I haven't posted yet
oh shoot,
Ugh.
because it's a
I'm
lot of.
that's
trying to
about to
forget that.
come
It's-
out the
it-
woodwork.
It's a lot of footage though, so it's gonna be a big.
I got
edit.
vlog that I haven't. Yo, I got vlogs.
I know.
Backed up.
You got
backed
vlogs
up.
on. I know.
I got 0.
Well, that's what I was hoping with Ricky. He was going to help me out with that stuff. And at first, we were able to do that, but splits the time and becomes difficult. But
Yeah.
we've got the Florida vlog coming out from our trip at some point
soon.
4.5 months later.
Well, I also came back and got COVID, so I was like, this is terrible.
That was
I don't wanna
crazy.
do that vlog, but I'll have to edit it at some point.
Yeah, hopefully.
His
It sucks that
face, he's
cases.
like-
I'm just thinking about cases
He's
rising
in
again.
Florida right now.
It sucks. I mean, I feel like things
This
have-
contributes to your overall world anxiety of like the pandemic and shit like
yeah,
that.
This is not meant for somebody like me.
No,
the
but
anxiety I
remember
have.
even on our way back when we stopped, and that guy pulled up, like that was kind of like scary because they
You mean
put
when you
down
were-
the back window and said like, "Yo, you Steve the game" or something like that.
Yeah, when we stopped at Zaxby's to get some
Yeah,
food.
but it was an 8-year-old.
I mean, we couldn't see. the car was fully
Yeah,
tinted.
the back window was like, whoa, what, and then it was a child. So
Yeah.
Those scenarios are always kind of sketch.
iffy. Yeah, it was weird because we were in the back of a Zaxby's up in the middle of nowhere
Mm-hmm.
I thought
near the dumpster. And I was like, oh,
we were
shit.
eating on the side of the road.
Mhm.
But I thought with the pandemic, wearing masks would like definitely like make it to where people don't recognize as much. But like maybe it's just because my channel has been growing or whatever. But like the second I go out, if I go to the mall to go to whatever, there's like 4 or 5 people. The cashier at Foot Locker watching my videos. The security guard in the mall watching my videos.
Sorry.
I don't know how it still goes
It just goes right to your face. I'm sorry.
on the regular. Damn.
Like,
Yo.
All right.
just sitting there on him.
But yeah, the cashier recognized me. It's like,
They don't, I mean, I still love it because it's like unless I start like talking or the person recognizes my voice, that's the only way they know it's me. Or the car.
It's funny because the car will do a lot, right?
Yeah.
bright
Especially
orange.
if you have a bright orange Rolls Royce. Because I get recognized every day
Mhm.
from his videos, not even mine, from his videos.
Imagine it.
In Atlanta though, because
Imagine
we're
tomorrow
local.
I'm driving and they're like, "Oh, it's Haas," and then rolling with it like,
Mhm.
"Harrison."
oh my god, I'm so much more excited. Oh, where did I go? Did I tell you this? I went to New Realm Brewing.
Yep.
And I pull up to the valet there, and there's 2 valets, and they kind of surround the car. And they come on there's one guy on the passenger side that I can't see his face at all.
Mhm.
And the one guy here that I'm talking to, and he's like, I'm going to the brewery, and I think I pulled into the 2 Urban Licks, to the wrong valet.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, sorry, man, you got to go that way and go around. And I was like, fuck, man, what is this fucking shit? Like, because there was a construction, it was terrible. And I was like, I'm not mad at you. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. He said, I know, it's the worst. I'm so sorry. And I was like, fuck. And this guy, and then the guy on the passenger side peeks in, he goes, oh, I thought that was you. Because he was like, I heard you talking. It's like, fuck, shit, fuck. And he was like, is that Haas?
Oh,
The orange Rolls Royce didn't do it for him, but then he heard me be like, what the fuck? This is fucking ridiculous. He's like, oh, that's Haas, right? Yeah. So maybe it's a little bit of the voice, a little bit of the car,
yeah.
a little bit of your videos.
I love being private. I mean,
But here locally in Atlanta, I feel like there's a lot more people who give a fuck about local people doing stuff, which I like.
yeah.
Yeah. I think in the sneaker world, Tony D2 Wild's got the Atlanta game. Like when we
Oh,
go,
for sure,
when I
for
go
sure.
with him. But with Tony, it's more like
He's also very distinctive,
he is. But with Tony,
looking.
when he gets recognized, it's more like
like the big hair and stuff.
"Yo, what up, Tony?" And like seeing your videos, it's like people don't fangirl. It's more like, "Sup." Like it's an
I like
interesting
Tony.
interaction.
I've never been able to hang out with him in person. We face videoed what do you call it? Instagram.
Insta
Mhm.
videoed.
Insta-
That's the-
I don't know what it is. But I've talked to him a lot. He asks a lot of questions, which are good questions, by the way. But I've talked to him a lot, like over the last 8-9 months. But you had what were you doing? You guys were doing?
Filming for Kais.
Oh yeah. Kai Somar came in town, and he and Tony and Harrison did a video.
Gotcha.
And apparently he's always like, oh, let's come, I'll come to Atlanta because he lives outside, like you, in the boonies.
out the
Yeah, out there.
outskirts.
It took me about 45 minutes to get there. And then
Wow.
it took him like 45 minutes to get back with the food. So like we're not gonna be back for a while. So I just drove around to see what was up, and ended up being on these like windy like mountainish roads.
Nice.
So I went and drove for like 30 minutes, just
That's
some
great.
spirited driving
Did you bring the
around where he
Lambo?
lives. Yeah, I was in
Nice.
the Lambo,
Hell yeah.
and I was just like hitting curves. It was dead out there. I was like, this is great. It's great way to kill 30 minutes.
As soon as I
Mhm.
get my exhaust, that's what I'm gonna do a lot with the F12. I mean, I honestly I can't enjoy it enough yet. Like
Yeah.
I really feel like I'm stopped.
I'm
from
surprised
enjoying
how quiet Steve's car is.
I'm not I kept it like that because I know how
I mean,
am.
you obviously have down pipes.
Yeah,
mid-pipe.
I decided
what,
just keep it lower.
Catback do you have?
It's ETS.
ETS.
Yeah,
I had Army Tricks. Did I don't. I think I bought it for $3,000 off of Nexus. Nexus got 2 Huracans now,
I know.
and they're twin turboing them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a twin turbo Gallardo for sale for 147. Underground, underground racing one.
That's
was
probably
like,
the only
that's-
Huracan I might buy. That's it.
An underground racing,
Yeah.
twin turbo.
Mhm.
Or are they supercharged underground racing? What is it?
Underground,
Twin
I think
turbo.
it's twin turbo.
Yeah. Which one's that does the supercharger?
BF Engineering.
VF. That's
Yeah.
it. But for a Gallardo, I mean, sure, it's older, but that's a pretty good price for how much. It was like 1,400 horsepower.
Yeah,
It's
but you could get
fast.
into a Huracan at
Yeah, I mean,
180
it's-
something.
It was an LP, so later version Gallardo, right? But it's cool.
It'd just be a little more
It's yellow.
outdated interior wise.
Exactly.
I know. I don't know why I still love Dion's Gallardo, man.
Because
It's clean.
Awesome.
He's
It's
probably
so-
like
it's so
the
clean.
cleanest. If you're looking for
his tint also is
Spin-
5%. 5.
He has like 20 on the front windshield.
Yeah, on the
know.
windshield, right?
I
Yeah,
know.
he's got
can't
5%.
even see it. I'm like,
around.
dude, what?
Yeah.
I'll be like, Dion, just save that car for me. I'll buy it whenever you want to
He's
sell
gotten
it.
a lot of offers for it.
I know.
And then he's got his Viper ACR. That thing is crazy.
Those appreciated since he's gotten it.
I was chatting with him last week. He was here. He and Phil stopped by, and he was saying, you know what? I was thinking about doing my next thing. That he traded in the Gallardo for would be a Performante, and he's like, and he's been saying that for 6 months. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to do a Venador. I think he recently is starting to change it, which is fun. We that's what I like about
Dion is a driver.
That's true.
Driver.
But also about like our car group is that like we're happy for one another when you get a car.
Of course.
A lot of people are like, oh, they
Jealous.
feel some type of way about it. Yeah, they're envious or jealous. It's like, and it's just people. It is what it is. But also in some groups, even in like clubs or forums or whatever it is, like people shit on that. I don't really know why. I don't care. But we love it when one of us gets a new car.
Mhm.
It's a fun thing. And like we all kind of get to feel the experience because we know what that's like of getting a new car. It's so much fun. And so inevitably every like month somebody in the group has a new car. So it's a lot of fun.
Steve's next.
Oh, I just bought the G-Wagon. It's been a couple of months. The G-Wagon is not even a year old.
No. You bought the G-Wagon almost a year ago.
No, it's
Yes,
almost.
yes. It's 3 weeks from a year ago.
I just bought a new engine.
You were
I
at my
just bought a
Thanksgiving
new
last
engine.
year. I know exactly when you bought it. You drove from the dealer to my
Oh
fucking
yeah,
house.
yeah.
That's 3
I
weeks.
just
dude.
bought a new engine. Just bought a brand new engine. That's like a car, really. I mean, if I went to top speed, but
Yeah. Well, let's.
I'm kind of happy.
We're not going to make fun of you anymore. We can't. It's dead. It's officially dead. But
Who's next to get a car?
well,
yeah.
so I mean,
I think I'm gonna lay
it
low
was
for the rest of the
seriously
year.
eight cars for us.
I almost did.
between
I
you
almost
and your
did though. Yeah, I almost did. That's why I'm like, nah. I just bought the G-Wagon, just moving into a new place. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Slow down on spending. Slow down. This
That's
is
a
what
great
I'm doing.
idea.
Yeah,
You
so
should
I'm
do that.
slowing down.
I should
on,
do that too. I'm doing some. Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
that's
not.
fun.
Haas is not slowing down on spending.
No, he's not.
I haven't.
No,
I
he
should, but there was a good value in doing the granite columns. Now,
Haas is ridiculous.
and I'm talking to the guy about doing these custom gates for my 3 entrances. It's gonna be cool, but it's gonna be costly. So
And at
I'm-
this
I'm
point,
assessing.
it's like you're doing it for you.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
The
said.
value of the property is like it's
I
reached its
said,
probably
like,
peak.
2 FlexCasts ago, like it's definitely beyond the point to
Mm.
like improve the property. It's just what I want.
This
And
is
that,
money you should be putting into other parts of the house.
yeah, I need to redo the master bath and closet,
Yeah.
but
Shoot.
it's gonna make me happy because I really value privacy. And when I have those columns and the gates, like we were doing all this landscaping stuff, I've got a wall of green and privacy right now, so I just want to do it on the driveways and be pretty good.
Yeah,
Somebody's playing Thriller, Halloween vibe.
I know. It sounds like there's a
I'm not
party
mad about
going on
that,
over there.
actually. All right, so are we doing a Halloween party, Perry?
Not me. Sophie wants to
Oh.
maybe
But
go
after
out,
wine
but
date, yeah, let's do something.
she don't want to hang out with you
That's
after
true.
after 10 o'clock.
That's totally true.
Toss is too much for Sophie.
That
Oh,
100%. Like Sophie can handle me for maybe 35 minutes, and then she's like, "I'm done," and that's okay. I understand that. I do.
Some people are like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My family members are like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she asked if I want to go anywhere, but everywhere's gonna be packed tonight.
Everywhere's gonna be packed.
Saturday,
for sure.
Halloween is nice out.
But you should also, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but if you bring up the pandemic, you should be like, oh, fuck that. But it might be like the last time you get to go out in a while.
Yeah.
We've been going to eating outside and
No, but I
stuff.
mean like for an event.
We're not gonna go out. We're not going to damn
Costume party?
When I say go out, I mean like go to grab dinner somewhere.
Like a nice candlelit dinner.
Sophie's
we went
never
out.
Sophie's never been to any sort of club.
Maybe you should expand her horizons.
Plus, Sophie.
Maybe y'all should. I know. I think
know how much
I think it'd be
hate that.
hilarious.
She's been to bars,
if
but like,
you went with him tonight, it would be
Oh no,
hilarious.
I wouldn't do that to you, Harrison. I wouldn't do that to you.
I think everybody knows how I am. Like, I wish I could rally till.
No, people. I mean, people who know you do.
Yeah, who know me. I wish I could rally till 3 a.m. and like stay up, whatever. But my whole next day is completely fucked. Like last night, the reason I'm tired is I was up till midnight with this fucking guy. So like, my whole day gets thrown off because I'm tired. And I wish it wasn't like that.
I was like, I understand because I'm the only person that you know right now that's awake and it's text you back. But he's like fucking angry. He's like, I'm fucking awake right now. I'm alert. It's ridiculous. And it was like 11:30.
I go to bed at like 10:30. It keeps me on a good cycle though. I enjoy that.
The
cycle
full day.
I go to bed at 10:30, wake up at 7, get my everything in my
I'm just going
day.
to sleep at 7. Yeah, 7, 8 o'clock. Just going to sleep.
Get about 9 hours in a night. Like that's setting me up for success.
Wow.
And I
That's
used
a
to be
lot
of
of
the
sleep.
mindset of like I used to go to bed at like 2, 3 a.m., stay up editing, but then I was like, I can get the same stuff done in a different time period.
I was doing stuff last night. I was out, so I went to bed at 4:35, something like that. So, yeah, but
I wouldn't be here. And it's like it's not like I'm gonna sleep. It's I still if I go to
just
bed at
can't
5, I'm
function.
waking up at 7, and I just like don't want to do anything.
You
I'm
can't
just like,
function. Yeah,
I
I think one time I pushed you far, and then the next day you're like, I can't. I was
Florida?
Wait,
what's
was it
wrong with
when
you?
we went to
Was it
vacation
Florida?
too?
Yeah,
Florida.
I think it was
You had me up
Florida.
till like 1, 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
and I can do it. Like I can stay. Like I have no problem staying up. It's just like I know the repercussions the next day are not worth it because I just cannot function. Like I can't work. I can't film because I'm just like, and not even if I'm
Yo.
drinking. Like it's just like tired.
That was crazy. Yeah, we went out. We went out that night again and came back till the morning.
They came back and I was waking up.
7 a.m. we got back.
Yeah,
I was
like
literally
7, 8
waking
He
up.
woke up.
He texted me at like 5:30. He's like, "Hey, we're about to be back." And I actually woke up and I saw it for some reason. But I was like, if I text him back, he's gonna make me get up and he's gonna want to keep going and start drinking. I'm like,
Definitely.
morning.
If I knew he was awake, I would go right in his room and be like, "Let's go."
Literally, he'd be like, have a drink. He'd be like, dude, I just woke up. I'm like, come on, give me a mimosa or something. But nope. He'd be like, drink some Four Roses. Let's go.
Yeah. I always want the party to keep going.
And then I woke up at 7, and then we had to leave that day, and so you guys ended up waking up at like 7:30.
We got like an
Yeah.
hour and a half. Of sleep.
Yeah, it was good sleep.
Yeah, hour. It was good. Because we went right to bed. Good REM sleep.
First time driving the roads. That was fun too. Well,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about your anger moments.
I mean, it was fun, and
Well, tomorrow. So you're coming with us tomorrow to Caffeine Octane?
yeah, I'm gonna try. Yeah,
All right.
We gotta figure out what time we're showing up.
haven't
gotta
been
be out
there
by,
in
like-
months.
I gotta be out by like 9:45, 10.
Why?
I'm going to meet Sophie for breakfast. We don't stay that late anyway.
That's true. But 9:45 is a little early.
We left at like 9:30 last
But
time.
that's if we get there on time.
We got there at 8:30 and we left at 9:45. With these car shows, Caffeine Octane, we've been going for years. And how it goes, if you don't know, like if you're just a normal person going, if you want to be in the
Yeah, you gotta
show
be
and
like
show
an
off your
hour
car, you have to go
beforehand.
there at like
7
5 a.m.
Six,
No,
six.
5 a.m.
Is it really?
I've showed up at 7.
Oh, like not non-exotics, like regular cars.
Regular cars,
Yeah.
even exotics. I showed up. Well, I'm non-exotics. My
Without
R8.
knowing people.
I showed up at
Yeah.
7 o'clock in my R8, and there's like, oh, too many R8s in the
Well, it's
exotic
'cause
slot.
Oh
it's
my
'cause you
God.
And then
weren't
there's
an
no
exotic, 'cause
parking
you didn't have
everywhere.
an exotic. That's
Yeah, I know,
why.
but there's no parking anywhere. So now it's like you have to get there at 5 a.m. That is not worth it. But
Yeah,
now,
I
luckily,
agree.
we have the connections where we can show up at any time, leave at any time, and that's a blessing. It's so nice
for sure.
It is nice
because you're not.
And
like,
then also, we do a lot of business with Butler Tire. We do all of our wheels and tires and stuff there, and our boy Danny, saves some spots for us, and they have a whole lane, Butler Boulevard there that they reserve for their customers. So that's cool.
If you're in Atlanta, going to Caffeine and Octane, go to Butler Boulevard, and you'll probably see us there.
You'll see us. You'll see our cars. We'll probably be hanging around nearby. But actually, we do get a lot of folks coming by and saying hi.
I probably 10, 15 people in 30 minutes. I talk to you, and then I go hide. Just kidding, I don't go hide. I just have my hood up, so a lot of people don't see me, but they see the car, tag me.
Yeah. One of my favorite pastimes is to listen to people talk about our cars because they don't know we're there. Like, they'll say, oh, this is Harrison Neville's car. And then they talk about, like, they critique his videos, his car, and then my car. Like, oh, this guy, fuck this guy. Like, I enjoy it. I mean, it's not because I'm like, oh, fuck you. It's just, I think it's funny because of how people talk when you're not there, when they don't realize you're listening or you're there. It's amusing. But yeah, we're usually lurking in the trees.
You got me thinking, like, on camera can actually listen to people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah, the owl cam.
The owl cam.
Yeah.
Which I wish I could have bought.
You can buy it now.
You can.
You can now.
Yeah.
I meant when
It's
I
cheaper
installed
now.
the last one.
It's like
More
$100.
expensive.
It's like $240 now.
So
we paid $350.
I'll put it in the Ferrari then.
I need to get one for the Range Rover.
I need to do that and do a video on that. Like
Let's
what
go.
people say,
Hidden
You can
camera.
actually talk to them too.
Yeah, I
People
know.
do that. There's a guy who had a rear-wheel drive swapped Honda Civic, and he had the hood up, and there was like a little GoPro at the top, so people would walk by and be like, "What the fuck's going on here? Like, what is this?" Because it had like a Nissan motor in it. It had like a 240 motor or
Interesting.
something. RB20. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll be 26.
Caffeine and Octane is probably the biggest car show, the recurring car show, right? And they have an NBC show that films there.
It's
right?
like Cars and Coffee for most other states.
I mean, most major cities have a cars and coffee type thing. But the one here in Atlanta is massive, and there's a
Wait,
TV
is
show.
it Caffeine and Octane or Caffeine and Exotic?
No,
too?
there's no more Caffeine Exotics because they canceled the last one. Because
Oh.
there's a
It's
caffeine.
supposed to be another one.
It's pure exotics, and that we do that 3 times a year. So 3 times, maybe 4, but 3 times during the summer, basically.
Okay.
And that's occasionally. And then the Caffeine and Octane is every
First-
first Sunday of the month, every new month. So once a month, and it's the first Sunday of every month. And we've moved locations, but it's still at Perimeter Mall outside of Atlanta. And
It's free. Exotics
It's
cost
free.
$5 to get in.
Yeah, Caffeine and Exotics is a little more special and exclusive and a nicer area. But there's just so many cars at Caffeine and Octane. But I think it's fun. I mean, honestly, I think one of the best things about it is the kids, too. Like, I love seeing the kids, talking to the kids, and they get so excited about the cars. And that's what I was like when I was a kid. So I like
The only
that.
my only downside is like because I used to go to these when I had a Mustang, but like the Mustang, Chargers, Challengers, there's so many, and it's like they get there very early and take up half of the parking. And
But
then
if you're into those things, like, you love it because that's where you get to go.
no, because I had one, and when I even had a Mustang,
You
and I
never
would go
got a
park
spot.
there,
Yeah.
I didn't like it because it's like I always see Mustangs, like, and I like modded mine in every way possible. I'm like, it's
You
not.
didn't want to see others?
No, because it's like at that point it wasn't unique. Like it was very hard. We had all stretched limits of modding. Like all my friends and I had bags, wide bodies, doing everything to where it's like guy like puts wheels and exhaust and on a Mustang. It's like, okay, that'd be cool if like another unique car could come in there. But when you have 200 Mustangs lined up that all look the same, I don't care if they go to the show. Like everybody should go to the show and enjoy. But like when I'm talking about the main parking area, when they all show up at the same time and take up half of it, it's like it would be cool if like half could be split into like unique, other cars.
Oh, you mean like some
variety
of
of
them be matching
cars.
colors too? Yeah. I know
Yeah,
exactly
'cause
what you mean.
It's like you
There's
going.
actually not. There used to be, but not anymore. There used to be a bunch of GTRs. Now
Yeah,
there's very few.
It's random. It's random.
Yeah.
They usually hit me up.
They
when
used to
they
do it
going
together.
out.
I say it's a group.
It was
right?
Yeah, it's a group.
Oh,
It's a
Nexus,
group, yeah.
So
basically.
that was Nexus. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but you're
If-
coming with us this time,
Like-
right?
Now, if they there, I usually park with the GTR.
Oh, fine, Steve.
No,
Fine.
I mean
We're just gonna park in Butler Alley.
if
You know,
if
park
they
at
have
Butler
spot.
Boulevard with us.
Yeah, if they have spot, why not?
I mean, they'll have a spot if we ask for it.
For some reason, they always let the GTR in the main show. Yeah,
They
the
never let
GTRs
me
are-
in.
It's because it's you.
Yeah.
Steve.
Nah.
Yeah,
You sure?
I'm positive.
Oh.
They never let
I've
me.
been there when we talked about it.
I went there once for GTR and I couldn't even get in the show. But I also show up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, so I don't like. It's too late.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's the benefit of knowing people, and
Yeah, my life is different in
It's a lot
car show
easier.
world once I
because
know people.
I would come at like 9:30 and be like, oh, I'll stick around for a while, and bring you right in, have a
Yeah.
spot. It's nice. But yeah, so we'll be there tomorrow. In the meantime, Halloween is tonight.
Yeah.
It's actually a blue moon. You know the phrase "once in a blue moon"? It's a blue moon tonight.
That's
Should
dope.
drink a blue
On
moon in
Halloween.
honor.
So a blue moon on Halloween. I think the last time it happened was like 20 years ago.
And I'm not driving, so that's gonna be perfect.
You're not driving tonight?
Nah.
That's smart.
Nah.
Are you guys Ubering?
No, I'm Ubering to them. They driving, so yeah. Oh, I might drive and park and just.
Are they gonna be drinking then?
No, we always have a designated driver.
Oh,
so,
that's good. Okay.
yeah.
That
There's
makes
always
sense.
that one guy. He's like, I don't smoke. I smoke cigarette, but I don't smoke or drink. Yeah. So it's like
I had a
alright.
friend like that, but he doesn't go out anymore. So it sucks. I was like, he was great. Actually, I had a bachelor party in Colorado, and I rented an RV. It was so much fun, by the way. But we were just getting hammered everywhere, right? Mobile in the RV. And that's legal. It's totally cool.
Mhm.
And the driver was one of my best friends who doesn't drink or smoke or anything.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll happily drive. I was like, this is the greatest.
Yeah.
I was debating about getting an RV, which people do the sprinters, right?
Yeah,
And they
I
deck
do
those out.
sprinter.
But an RV, you can fit like 30 people in there, have a whole
Party in
couch
there.
and kitchen and bed. I mean, that sounds awesome to me.
Did McMaster sold that bus? He
That's a
probably
good
did.
question.
Yeah,
I don't think
because I
so.
saw
He
he had an
talked about
AC in there and all that.
No,
we got to do
we
something
should
with
buy
that bus.
dude. Make it the FLEXCAST bus.
They have a tan sprinter van that's like decked out over at a Mercedes Buckhead that looks
Expensive.
sick.
Expensive.
That's where all the Atlanta rappers go and pick their sprinter van up.
Yeah, you and I talked about buying that bus, didn't we? We offered him a lowball number for it.
Like
It was like
We're up from
8,000 or something. We
less than that. I was like, I'll put up $2,000, and I was like, all right, I'll match it $2,000, and he wants like 11 out of it.
Yeah, I think he wanted 12, which is actually not bad.
Shoot,
But-
if you guys ever in New York and want to do the same thing, I know Cloud9. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the best
You
hookup.
do that.
Whenever I'm in New York, I'm like, all right, just drive me straight there. They usually just give me
Give you a
whatever.
car.
Yeah.
You didn't have to pay for it or anything.
It's
Just a little bit.
negotiation.
Oh, okay.
Negotiation.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about renting a 720S for a while, but then I realized I didn't want to own a McLaren.
Yeah.
And then I just bought the 12. I was like, forget it. But you were with me. I went to Motor Cars to check it out. And they had a terrible example. It was burgundy with burgundy interior. It was awful. It also wasn't even there. They were like, it's over here.
And it
in
was
the shop.
brand. Oh no, they
It-
only
it
had one
2,000
use.
miles.
They had
Yeah.
they had all brand new ones. Like, you want a new one? I was like, yeah. Let me just lose $90K when I sign the paper.
Yeah, I was like, no, I
That's
don't want a
crazy.
new one. I definitely don't want a new one. All right, well,
Yeah.
it's been a great catch up for Steve.
But yeah,
Welcome to having a car.
the G-Wagon was nice though.
But does
G-Wagon.
it feel? Do you feel like whole again now?
Yeah, it's like complete. Like last night I went out. When I said like it was like a lot of fast cars, I was like, "There's no way. There's no way." Everybody that showed up, it was.
By the way,
like,
there's a lot of cops out.
yeah.
End of the
yeah,
month.
I know.
Halloween.
I know. It's
Gotta behave.
that's why they not on the side that we went to. There was no cops
That's
whatsoever because every cops is in
In
Atlanta.
the, in
on
the
the
city,
highway.
Dude, in the city, I saw maybe 25 last night, just in
Yeah.
Buckhead.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is perfect timing. And last night, that car, I don't know, 750 is nice, but I don't know how I'm gonna handle 1,000. This is crazy.
Well, I'm gonna handle 730 just fine. I don't think I need more than that.
There's nobody to do runs with that. Well, that I know. Like for Steve, 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
You have got friends, but like random encounters, someone's like, oh, let's run it on the highway. It's like there's not gonna be many people worth your time.
I know. No, I don't even do that. I don't even do that anymore because I'm like, wait, I'm pushing my engine for what? No, that's
I mean,
not worth
if
it.
like a twin turbo R8 pulls up, okay, let's do it.
No, but
like,
I'm still the slow GTR in Atlanta.
yeah.
Yeah, because the guys 17, 2000, like it's just up there. The
I
lowest
think
is probably
That rap
15 or
place
12.
is 2,300.
Well, welcome back to having your car.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We will see you guys next week for the next FlexCast. But thanks for joining us so far.
Peace.
We'll see you next time.